S24 Fan Edition has shown up again on a well-known benchmark test, this time with the Exynos 2400 chip inside. The latest test confirms that in its home country, this Fan Edition phone will use Samsung's own chip. Samsung used Exynos and Snapdragon chips from the Galaxy S22 series in the Galaxy S23 Fan Edition instead of the newer chips from the Galaxy S23 series. Because of this, fans have been curious if the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition will also use older chips. A benchmark test from a month ago confirmed that the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition won't use older chips. Instead, it will have the same Exynos chip as the Galaxy S24 and Galaxy S24 Plus. It makes sense since Samsung didn't release a flagship Exynos chip in 2023. The Exynos 2400 was the obvious choice, as selling a high-end phone with a 2-year-old chip would likely draw a lot of criticism. What about Snapdragon chips? Will the S24 Fan Edition use the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in some markets or at all? While the Exynos 2400 is a great chip, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is even better, and many Samsung fans prefer Galaxy phones with Qualcomm chips. Currently, there's no evidence of a Snapdragon version of the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition, so we'll have to wait and see what Samsung has planned for its Fan Edition lineup. If a Snapdragon version does come out, it will probably be available only in a few countries like the US, Canada, and China. What's your thought on this? Let me know in the comments section. From the official images shared by Android Headlines, the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition is set to be available in 5 colors: blue, graphite, mint, silver, and yellow. Design-wise, it bears a strong resemblance to the Galaxy S24, with flat glass panels on both the front and back, flat aluminum sides, and rounded corners. However, the screen on the Fan Edition has slightly thicker edges, especially at the bottom. The phone features a 6.7-inch OLED screen with a full HD Plus resolution and a smooth 120Hz refresh rate. The screen can reach an impressive brightness of up to 1900 nits and is protected by Gorilla Glass Victus Plus, making it tough enough to handle everyday wear and tear. Additionally, it boasts an IP67 rating, ensuring it's dust and water resistant. Camera-wise, the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition doesn't disappoint. It comes equipped with a 10-megapixel front camera for selfies, a 50-megapixel main rear camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and an 8-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom. These specs suggest that the Fan Edition will be a capable performer in mobile photography. Under the hood, the phone is expected to be powered by the Exynos 2400 processor in most regions, while the US version might come with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy chip. Although the exact RAM and storage configurations haven't been confirmed, the phone is likely to offer 12 GB of RAM and either 256 GB or 512 GB of storage. The battery capacity is set at 4,500 stereo speakers, an under-display fingerprint reader, 5G connectivity, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, NFC, and a USB Type-C port. The phone should support 2580 fast wired charging, wireless charging, and reverse wireless charging. Last year's Galaxy S23 Fan Edition saw a price hike in many markets, so it's possible that the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition will be priced around $649 in the US. The big leak about the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition months before its release has revealed nearly everything we need to know about this highly Samsung is developing a mid-range chipset called the Exynos 1580, which is expected to rival flagship SoCs from 2021, such as the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 and Exynos 2100. A Geekbench listing reveals that the new chipset will feature a CPU with 1 core clocked at 2.91 GHz, 3 cores at 2.6 GHz, and 4 cores at 1.95 GHz, closely mirroring the Exynos 2100 or Qualcomm Snapdragon 888. The Exynos 1580 is projected to achieve a single-core score exceeding 1,046 and a multi-core score of 3,678 on Geekbench 5, making it comparable to the flagship chipsets from 2021, which were built on a 5nm process technology. The Galaxy S24 Fan Edition has once again surfaced on a popular benchmark, this time featuring the Exynos 2400 chip. The latest benchmark listing confirms that Samsung's in-house chip will power the Fan Edition phone in its home country. Recently, the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition appeared in the Geekbench online database, and now another version of the phone has undergone Geekbench testing. Based on the model number SMS721N, this variant appears to be intended for Samsung's native Korea and will also be powered by the Exynos 2400. This new listing suggests it might even outperform the Galaxy S24 and S24 Plus models, which use the same chipset. Following the Galaxy S23 Fan Edition's release in October, its successor, the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition, is expected to debut around the same time this year. Today, the company itself indirectly confirmed this, effectively ending the speculation. Recently, Samsung has listed the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition on its official website, providing us with official confirmation. We discovered a support page for the SMS721B/DS, the international variant of the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition, on Samsung's official French website, as shown in the screenshot. With this confirmation from the South Korean tech giant, it is clear that the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition exists. Given that the support page is now live, the launch of the phone seems imminent. The Samsung Galaxy S24 Fan Edition has made another appearance on Geekbench, indicating it will be powered by the Exynos 2400 chipset. This new listing suggests it might outperform the Galaxy S24 and S24 Plus models, which use the same chipset. Following the Galaxy S23 Fan Edition's release in October, its successor, the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition, is expected to debut around the same time this year. The Fan Edition phone, with model number SMS721B, recently recorded a single-core score of 2,185 and a multi-core score of 7,030 on Geekbench. These scores are higher than the previous listing for the device and are benchmark results for the Exynos 2400 on the Galaxy S24 and S24 Plus series, which average a single-core score of 2,056 and a multi-core score of 6,495. This trend isn't new, as the Exynos 2200 in last year's S23 Fan Edition also outperformed its initial version in the Galaxy S22 series. Although pre-launch benchmarks might not fully reflect post-release performance, the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition with the Exynos chipset appears to deliver CPU performance comparable to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 version. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. Samsung is currently working on bringing Android 15 to its Galaxy devices, which will come with the new One UI 7 interface later this year. According to a well-known Samsung leaker, One UI 7 will include some major changes in the software. The leaker mentioned that One UI can be seen as two versions, One UI 7 and One UI 1-6. This doesn't mean Samsung is officially splitting its software into two types. The leaker is likely hinting at a significant improvement or change in the One UI experience with version 7. One UI 7 might have a big impact on your Galaxy device and the entire Android ecosystem. It could include a complete design refresh, new features, changes to the software structure, and improvements in how it functions. Samsung's next Galaxy update might permit a totally new user interface. There are expectations that the company could introduce a new design approach aiming to create a more immersive and visually appealing experience. Galaxy Eye is already available on many Galaxy devices, including some mid-range models. One UI 7 might include cutting-edge AI features that could change how we use smartphones. The Bixby Assistant could also get more advanced AI abilities. Flagship phones come with top-quality hardware for gaming enthusiasts, and Samsung is still working with game developers to enhance the gaming experience. The next software update might cater specifically to certain groups like professional gamers. Samsung is the top player in the global foldable phone market and leads in software for these devices, offering well-optimized features and apps. There might be new improvements for upcoming technologies like foldable phones or augmented reality. As usual, the new One UI version will bring better performance, battery life, and security. If One UI 7 is successful and popular, it could set new trends in the Android world and influence other phone makers. In my previous video on One UI 7, I covered the top 15 features you shouldn't miss. If you haven't watched it yet, make sure to check it out by clicking the card on the left side of your screen. Are you excited for One UI 7? Let me know in the comments section. Google has officially unveiled the Google Pixel 9 series at its Made by Google event, but just how resilient are these devices? Fortunately, a durability test for the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL is already available on YouTube, providing some insights. This engaging video comes from Everything, who disassembles the phone while delivering a playful rhyming commentary. Everything is a popular YouTube channel known for rigorously testing the durability of smartphones. Google asserts that their latest models are the most robust Pixel devices to date, and the tests seem to back this claim, with the Pixel 9 Pro XL's toughness being on par with the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. The testing begins with Jerry using various mineral picks to assess the screen's scratch resistance. The Pixel 9 Pro XL exhibited minor scratches at level 6 and more pronounced scratches at level 7. For comparison, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 internal display scratched at level 2, with deep marks appearing at level 3, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra only showed significant scratches at level 8. A key factor contributing to the Pixel 9 Pro XL's impressive durability is the inclusion of Gorilla Glass Victus 2, the same material featured on the Galaxy S23. One of the most surprising findings from the test was the phone's impressive performance against fire. During the evaluation, Jerry typically holds the lighter to the screen until it starts to discolor. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 only endured this test for a few seconds before facing more severe issues, including catching fire during disassembly. In contrast, the Pixel 9 Pro XL, similar to the Galaxy S24 Ultra, withstood the heat for about 30 seconds without any damage to the screen. Jerry puts the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL's under-screen fingerprint scanner to the test by scratching the screen vigorously to see if it can still recognize his fingerprint. Remarkably, the Pixel 9 Pro XL managed to scan, register, and unlock even after the intense scratching. He speculated that the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL might be the most fragile in the lineup due to its larger size. However, the Pixel 9 Pro performed impressively during the bend test, which bodes well for the smaller Pixel 9 and Pixel 9 Pro models. Google seems to have made significant strides in enhancing the durability of the Pixel 9 series, with its new screen and recycled aluminum appearing to rival the Galaxy S24 Ultra in toughness. Yet only time will reveal whether the Pixel 9 Pro XL will face the same disappointing drop test outcomes as Samsung's latest offerings. So what do you think about this more resilient Pixel 9 Pro XL from Google? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Today, we got an epic face-off between two of the most anticipated smartphones of the year, Google's Pixel 9 Pro XL and Apple's iPhone 15 Pro Max. Whether you're stuck in that classic iPhone versus Android debate or just curious about the latest and greatest, this is the video for you. We're diving deep into design, display, cameras, AI features, and battery life to help you decide which one should be your next daily driver. Let's jump right in. First up, let's talk about the price and specs. The Pixel 9 Pro XL starts at $1,099, while the iPhone 15 Pro Max starts at $1,119. The Pixel has a Google Tensor G4 processor, 16 GB of RAM, and 128 GB of storage, which you can upgrade all the way up to 1 TB. Meanwhile, the iPhone 15 Pro Max comes with an A7 Pro chip, 8 GB of RAM, and a starting storage of 256 GB, also upgradable to 1 TB. So what's the verdict? The Pixel 9 Pro XL has more RAM, which can make multitasking smoother, but iOS on the iPhone 15 Pro Max is incredibly efficient, so you'll barely notice the difference in everyday use. When it comes to pricing, the Pixel may be slightly cheaper, but the iPhone gives you more base storage. The Pixel 9 Pro XL has a fresh island-style camera bar on the back made from recycled aluminum and comes in some cool colors like obsidian and rose quartz. It's also taller and thinner than the iPhone, which sticks with its signature triple camera array in the top right corner, but now in a sleek titanium frame. If you're into a modern minimalist design with a bit more height, the Pixel 9 Pro XL might catch your eye. But if you prefer something shorter and sturdier, the iPhone 15 Pro Max is your go-to. Now onto the display. The Pixel 9 Pro XL features a 6.8-inch OLED display with a resolution of 2,992 x 1,344 pixels.
The iPhone 15 Pro Max, on the other hand, has a slightly smaller 6.7-inch panel at 2796 x 1290 pixels. The Pixel edges out with a higher resolution and a brighter screen, especially when it comes to HDR content. It even tops out at a peak brightness of 3000 nits compared to the iPhone's 2000 nits. Both displays are smooth as butter with 120 Hz refresh rates, but if you want that extra bit of brightness and clarity, the Pixel 9 Pro XL takes the win. Alright, let's dive into the cameras, one of the most important aspects for many of us. The Pixel 9 Pro XL packs a punch with a 42-megapixel selfie camera, a 50-megapixel wide camera, and a 48-megapixel ultra-wide lens. The iPhone 15 Pro Max counters with a 12-megapixel selfie camera, a 48-megapixel wide, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide. The Pixel also offers a 48-megapixel telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom and up to 30x digital zoom, compared to the iPhone's 12-megapixel telephoto with 5x optical and 25x digital zoom. On paper, the Pixel 9 Pro XL looks like a beast, especially with its zoom capabilities. But remember, it's not just about the hardware, software and image processing play a huge role. That said, the Pixel 9 Pro XL seems to have a slight edge, especially for those who love zooming in for that perfect shot. Now let's talk AI. Apple introduced Apple Intelligence with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, focusing on privacy and responsible AI use. Features like AI-powered Siri and Gmoji are cool, but are still in the early stages. Google, however, is going all out with AI on the Pixel 9 Pro XL. You get AI-powered weather apps, natural language search for screenshots, and even Pixel Studio for creating AI-generated images. The reimaging feature, which lets you transform objects in photos, is just the tip of the iceberg. If you're all in on AI, the Pixel 9 Pro XL is your playground. But if you're more cautious and value privacy, the iPhone 15 Pro Max might be more up your alley. Finally, let's talk battery life. Apple claims the iPhone 15 Pro Max can last up to 29 hours of video playback, while Google says the Pixel 9 Pro XL can last over 24 hours with mixed usage. However, Apple's A-series chips have historically been more energy efficient than Google's Tensor processors. So if I had to bet, I'd say the iPhone might edge out in real-world battery performance, but we'll have to wait for those real-world tests to confirm. So which phone takes the crown? If you're looking for cutting-edge AI features, a brighter display, and better zoom capabilities, the Pixel 9 Pro XL is the phone for you. But if you value a more polished ecosystem, energy efficiency, and robust privacy features, the iPhone 15 Pro Max might be your best bet. For me, it's a close call, but if I had to pick one, the Pixel 9 Pro XL edges out as the winner, thanks to its innovative AI features, superior camera zoom, and that stunning display. But honestly, you can't go wrong with either of these phones. It all comes down to what you value most in a smartphone. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth tech comparisons. Drop a comment below. OnePlus is adding features to the OnePlus 13 that will allow it to compete fully with high-end brands such as Samsung, Google, and Xiaomi. The OnePlus 13 is expected to play a major role in helping OnePlus regain the respect it nearly lost due to issues like the green line display problem. For those who don't know, today we are going to explore what OnePlus is planning for the OnePlus 13, including the specs and features that this flagship phone will offer. One of the standout features of the OnePlus 13 is a new ultrasonic in-display fingerprint scanner. It's still unclear if the OnePlus 13R will include this feature, which could suggest that it might stick with the same optical in-display fingerprint sensor found in previous models. For those who aren't familiar, the ultrasonic variant uses sound waves to create a 3D map of the user's fingerprint, offering greater accuracy and security compared to its optical counterpart. This technology excels in challenging situations, such as when fingers are wet or dirty, as it can overcome surface imperfections. Moving on, rumors suggest that the OnePlus 13 will also feature a generous battery capacity, which is another significant upgrade for the device. According to a well-known leaker, Digital Chat Station, the upcoming flagship is set to feature a massive battery, possibly in the range of 6100 mAh to 6200 mAh. If true, this would be the largest battery ever seen in a OnePlus device, following the recent launch of the OnePlus Ace 3 Pro, which also sports a 6100 mAh battery.
This significant battery boost is made possible by OnePlus' new Glacier battery technology, which promises to be more efficient, durable, and energy-dense than previous solutions. OnePlus has committed to maintaining at least 80% of the battery's original capacity after 4 years of regular use, which is well above the industry standard of 800 charging cycles. In simple terms, the OnePlus 13 is set to offer exceptional battery health and longevity. In addition to the larger battery, the OnePlus 13 is rumored to come with improved durability. The device is expected to receive IP68 and IP69 ratings for dust and water resistance, a notable upgrade from the IP65 rating of its predecessor, the OnePlus 12. This is a feature that many OnePlus fans have been eagerly awaiting. Other rumored specs for the OnePlus 13 include the powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 chip, which is expected to be announced in October, a stunning 6.8-inch 2K display, and support for 50W wireless charging, similar to the OnePlus 12. With all these impressive features, it seems that the flagship market is coming alive once again. For a while, it felt like flagship smartphones were becoming a bit repetitive, with only incremental upgrades. However, the OnePlus 13 is poised to change that, bringing innovation and excitement back to the high-end smartphone space. The OnePlus 13 is expected to launch later this year, with an initial release in China, followed by a global debut in January 2025. So what do you think of the OnePlus 13? Are you excited about these rumored features? Let me know in the comments section. Samsung is preparing to launch its latest One UI 7 update based on Android 15 across a variety of Galaxy devices. This update is expected to introduce new features, enhance performance, and refine the user experience on Samsung smartphones and tablets. The rollout will commence shortly after the Samsung Developer Conference on October 3, with the stable version of One UI 7 likely to begin reaching devices soon afterward. Samsung usually follows a phased approach for major updates, and One UI 7 will be no different. Based on some past release patterns, here's an estimated timeline for when various Galaxy devices might begin receiving the update. Galaxy S24 series. As the latest flagship models, the Galaxy S24 series will be the first to receive the One UI 7 update. These devices are anticipated to highlight the best features and enhancements that the update has to offer. Galaxy Z Flip 6 and Z Fold 6. Samsung's newest foldable phones will also be among the first to receive the update, leveraging new features specifically optimized for foldable displays. Galaxy S23, S22, and S21 series. These earlier flagship models will be next in line, with the update expected to arrive in November. Owners can look forward to improvements in performance, design, and overall functionality. Galaxy Z Flip 3, Flip 4, and Flip 5. The earlier foldable models from Samsung will also be updated to One UI 7 around the same time. Z Fold 3 and Z Fold 4. In addition to the Flip series, these foldable devices will also receive the One UI 7 update. Galaxy S23 Fan Edition and S21 Fan Edition. The Fan Edition models of the Galaxy S23 and S21 will get the update in November as well, bringing many of the same enhancements available in their flagship counterparts. Galaxy A series. Samsung's popular mid-range Galaxy A series will begin receiving One UI 7 in November. This includes models such as the Galaxy A54, A34, A24, A14, and others, bringing enhancements that align them more closely with Samsung's flagship offerings. Galaxy M series. The Galaxy M series, known for its strong performance in the budget and mid-range segments, will also get the update. Models like the Galaxy M54, M34, and M14 are expected to receive One UI 7 during this period. Samsung Galaxy F series. The Galaxy S series, which includes devices like the Galaxy F54 and F34, will also be updated. These budget-friendly phones with solid features will benefit from the new update. Galaxy Tab series. Samsung's tablets, including the Galaxy Tab S9 and other models, will receive One UI 7 towards the end of the year. The update will enhance the tablet experience, particularly in areas such as multitasking and productivity. Samsung's update strategy. Samsung has maintained a strong track record for delivering timely updates to its devices, particularly its flagship models. The One UI 7 update will adhere to this approach,
with the company aiming to update most eligible devices by the end of the year. However, it's important to keep in mind that actual release dates may vary depending on region and carrier. The One UI 7 update is coming soon and will bring new features and improvements to Samsung devices, starting with the latest flagship phones in late October and then rolling out to older and mid-range models through November and December. This update will enhance your device's design, performance, privacy, and overall usability. Whether you have a high-end phone, a mid-range device, or a Samsung tablet, One UI 7 will make your device feel refreshed and more powerful. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. Next year, the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra will be powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 application processor, AP. This new Qualcomm AP, designed for flagship Android phones, will be unveiled at October's Snapdragon Summit. Qualcomm seems to be prioritizing energy efficiency with this chipset over sheer performance. A tweet from a leaker revealed that internal testing data shows the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 SoC, produced by TSMC using its 2nd Gen 3 nm process node, N3E, features an impressive Adreno 750 GPU. The GPU's peak performance rivals that of the powerful MediaTek Dimensity 9300 AP, but at half the power consumption. This is promising news for the Galaxy S25 Ultra, but there's a catch. While Qualcomm has focused on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4's energy-efficient GPU, the custom Oryon CPU cores show only a single-digit performance increase compared to current generation chipsets like the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. The battery capacity for Samsung's upcoming Galaxy S25 Ultra has been leaked today, and the news isn't great if you were hoping for an upgrade compared to the S24 Ultra. According to the well-known leaker Ice Universe, the S25 Ultra will feature the same 5000 mAh battery as the S24 Ultra. Additionally, the maximum charging capacity will remain unchanged at 45 watts. Although the S25 Ultra is rumored to have a significant redesign, it seems some internal components will stay the same. This move might be disappointing to some, especially considering that some of Samsung's Chinese competitors have begun equipping their flagship phones with larger batteries. Adding more context, the upcoming Snapdragon 8 Gen 4, which is expected to power most Android flagships in 2025, is rumored to be quite power-hungry. The decision by Chinese companies to include larger batteries in their devices might be a direct response to this. If the rumor about the S25 Ultra's battery is true, Samsung may be taking a step forward in design, but potentially 2 steps back in battery life compared to its main Android competitors. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. Samsung is focusing heavily on AI, especially since the S24 Ultra was a huge success in that department. They are now working on making the S25 Ultra even better and faster, with major hardware upgrades and some new design changes. Get ready for serious power with the S25 Ultra, as it's packing a whopping 16 GB of RAM. But this isn't just any RAM. Samsung is stepping it up with the faster LPDDR6 DRAM in their 2025 flagships. The last time we saw this much RAM on a Samsung phone was with the S21 Ultra. Now you might be thinking, do we really need 16 GB of RAM on a phone? Well, when it comes to the S25 Ultra, it's not overkill, it's just the perfect amount of juice. The reason behind this is on-device AI. AI apps process tons of data super quickly, and while they run fine now, they'll need more RAM as they get more complex. So having 16 GB of RAM is actually a smart move to future-proof the S25 Ultra, ensuring it can handle new AI features without slowing down. The S25 Ultra is also getting a fresh new look, which is definitely needed. Rumors were circulating that Samsung would be ditching the boxy design in favor of a more rounded look, like the Galaxy Note 7. Ice Universe has revealed that the S25 Ultra will have a new frame design with a rounded back and straight display sides. This will make the frame thinner and reduce the bezels on the sides of the display. We can't wait to see how sleek it's going to be. Imagine the S25 Ultra as a blend of the Galaxy Note 5 and the regular Galaxy S7. Sleek rounded corners, slim flat frames that curve gently at the back. This fresh design ensures a more comfortable grip than the S24 Ultra. Moving on, Samsung might keep the Galaxy S25 Ultra's battery at 5000 mAh due to its rumored slim profile of 8.4mm.
It seems like they are more focused on keeping the device sleek and stylish while also making room for the impressive camera setup and internal components. This decision might disappoint some users who were hoping for a larger battery, but it shows the balance manufacturers must find between pushing boundaries with innovation and meeting the practical needs of smartphone users. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. We're now going to run through the full specs, design, and the expected pricing to help you guys decide if it is worth the wait for my regular viewers. You guys have seen this, so just skip to the next video, but if you're new here, then hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So with the Galaxy S25, equipped with a 6.2-inch 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display boasting a resolution of 2340x1080, shielded by Gorilla Glass Victus 2 for durability. For selfies, there's a 12-megapixel punch-hole front camera. Turning to the back, the phone features a 50-megapixel primary camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and a 10-megapixel telephoto lens. It will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 or possibly the Exynos 2500. The device offers 8 GB of RAM with storage choices of 128 GB or 256 GB, utilizing UFS 4.1 technology. The Galaxy S25 houses a 4000 mAh battery supporting 25 dB fast charging. Connectivity options include 5G support, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. Operating on One UI 6.1 based on Android 14, the phone is expected to be released in January 2025 with an estimated price range of $800. Now let's introduce the Galaxy S25 Plus, featuring an impressive 6.7-inch 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display with an upgraded Quad HD Plus resolution of 3088x1440. It incorporates Samsung's advanced M13 OLED panel safeguarded by Gorilla Glass Victus 2 and reinforced with aluminum 2.0 for added durability. For selfies, a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera takes the spotlight. On the back, you'll find a powerful camera setup with a 50-megapixel primary lens, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and a 10-megapixel telephoto lens. It's equipped with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 or the Exynos 2500. The phone offers a substantial 12 GB of RAM with storage choices of 256 GB or 512 GB, utilizing UFS 4.1 technology. The Galaxy S25 Plus features a robust 4,900 mAh battery supporting 45 dB fast charging. Connectivity options include 5G support, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. Operating on One UI 6.1 based on Android 14, the expected price for this device is around $1,150. Finally, let's explore the flagship of the lineup, the Galaxy S25 Ultra, showcasing a generous 6.9-inch 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display with a crisp resolution of 3088x1440. It incorporates Samsung's advanced M13 OLED panel safeguarded by the durable Gorilla Glass Victus 2. For capturing stunning selfies, there's a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera. On the back, the phone features an outstanding camera setup, including a 200-megapixel primary lens, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, a 50-megapixel 3x telephoto lens, and a 10-megapixel telephoto lens with an impressive 10x optical zoom. Contrary to earlier rumors, it is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 across all regions, distinguishing it from the S24 and S24 Plus, which stick with the Exynos. The S25 Ultra offers a substantial 12 GB of RAM with storage choices of 256 GB, 512 GB, and 1 TB, leveraging UFS 4.1 technology. Housed within is a robust 5,000 mAh battery supporting swift 45 dB fast charging. Connectivity features encompass 5G support, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. Operating on One UI 6.1 based on Android 14, this premium device is anticipated to launch with an approximate price tag of $1,199. Take all this info with a pinch of salt. If you find any mistakes or missing information in the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra specifications, please tell us. We're working hard to make sure everything is accurate, but sometimes errors can happen. Your feedback helps us improve. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. The Galaxy S24 Fan Edition is said to be Samsung's next Fan Edition smartphone. Although Samsung skipped releasing a Galaxy S22 Fan Edition, it appears they're planning to keep the Fan Edition series going each year. Samsung doesn't always release all its smartphones in the USA, but it looks like the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition will definitely be available there. A new, unannounced Samsung smartphone with a model number SMS721U has been spotted in the Bluetooth site database. According to menu from OneMobile, based on the model number, this seems to be the carrier-locked variant of the upcoming Galaxy S24 Fan Edition for the US market. For comparison, the model number for the Galaxy S23 Fan Edition's carrier-locked variant in the US was SMS711U. The Bluetooth certification document for the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition doesn't reveal any specifics about its features. However, since the US version is expected to use the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, it will likely come with 5G, Wi-Fi 6E, and Bluetooth 5.3. The global version of the phone is expected to be powered by the Exynos 2400 chip, the same one used in the global versions of the Galaxy S24 and Galaxy S24 Plus. A report from itnews says that Samsung plans to launch the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition in October 2024 and the Galaxy S16 in December 2024. This schedule is similar to last year when the Galaxy S23 Fan Edition was released on October 4th. However, the S23 Fan Edition didn't reach Europe until early 2024, so we'll have to wait and see if the S24 Fan Edition will also be released in stages. The Galaxy S24 Fan Edition has shown up again on a well-known benchmark test, this time with the Exynos 2400 chip inside. The latest test confirms that in its home country, this Fan Edition phone will use Samsung's own chip. Samsung used the Exynos and Snapdragon chips from the Galaxy S22 series in the Galaxy S23 Fan Edition instead of the newer chips from the Galaxy S23 series. Because of this, fans have been curious if the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition will also use older chips. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. Speculation about the One UI 7 beta continues to swirl. Numerous rumors and denials have surfaced regarding the next major update for Galaxy devices, including proposed start dates that have yet to materialize. Now, a fresh report suggests that Samsung will kick off its Android 15 beta program, One UI 7, in September. Additionally, it's claimed that One UI 6.11 has already begun rolling out to the Galaxy A35. Initially, the One UI 7 beta was expected to launch in late July. However, that timeline wasn't met, leaving Galaxy users still anticipating its release. Recent reports indicate that Samsung postponed the One UI 7 beta indefinitely to prioritize the broader rollout of One UI 6.1. As of now, the latest stable update from Samsung is only available on the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and Z Flip 6. According to SimReveal, the new target date for Samsung's Android 15 beta program is September. If this proves accurate, Galaxy users eager to participate may need to wait a few more weeks. However, it's wise to remain cautious, as the One UI 7 beta launch date has been difficult to pin down, even for typically reliable sources. In July, reports suggested that One UI 7 required significant work before it would be usable, which contradicted other claims of an imminent release. In hindsight, it seems the former reports were more accurate. Regarding One UI 6.1, SimReveal notes that Samsung has initiated the update for the Galaxy A35 in South Korea. Interestingly, the screenshot accompanying the report labels the update as One UI 6.1, although the source insists it is indeed One UI 6.1, just displayed differently. Let's hope this latest leak holds true and that Samsung finally launches its Android 15 program in September. What are your thoughts on this? Share them in the comments below. Samsung's upcoming One UI 7.0 beta is just around the corner, and from what we've seen in leaks, it's going to bring big changes to Samsung devices, more than we've seen in recent updates. Some details are confirmed, while others are still just rumors. We gathered all the information we know so far about One UI 7.0 and the features we can expect from Samsung's Android interface. Expected features of One UI 7.0. Here's a list of all the features expected from One UI 7.0. New stock icons. The default icons will get a complete makeover with more rounded shapes and distinct colors, making them easier to tell apart. Changes will be noticeable for icons like camera, gallery, settings, and Samsung Internet. Bold app icons. Inspired by iOS 18, you'll be able to choose a bold view for app icons and larger and hiding the app names. If you prefer, you can switch back to the normal view version. Updated quick settings panel. Quick settings panel will feature rounded pill-shaped buttons for brightness and volume controls. The toggles will take up less space but can be expanded for a detailed view. Split notifications tray. Samsung will add a new option to show notifications on a separate page from quick settings. You might need to pull down from the left for notifications and from the right for quick settings, or you can keep them combined if you prefer. Dynamic island style notifications. One UI 7.0 will include a feature similar to Apple's dynamic island. A small pill-shaped notification will appear on the left side of the status bar and can be expanded with a long press. Pill-shaped battery icon. The battery icon will also get a rounded pill-shaped redesign of the battery percentage displayed inside. Smoother UI animation. Animations will be faster and more responsive, with new animations for opening, closing, and returning to previous pages. App lock. You'll be able to lock apps with a passcode or password or pattern, and possibly use biometrics to unlock them. It's unclear if Samsung will include the new privacy features from Android 15. Live activities on the lock screen. Samsung will add a feature similar to iOS Live Activities, allowing you to track things like ongoing songs or view your rides on your lock screen. You can long press to see more detail. The camera app will have a new layout with controls and options at the bottom, making it easier to reach with one hand. Camera modes like portrait and night mode will be below the shutter button. Bixby with LLM. There's a possibility that Bixby will get an upgrade with LLM capabilities, including features like voice transcription and real-time translation. Dark theme for app icons. App icons might get a darker look when you switch to dark mode, similar to iOS 18. Vertical app drawer. The vertical app drawer may be introduced, available through a good lock method. It will scroll vertically with a search bar at the bottom for easier one-handed use. These are the features we currently expect in One UI 7.0. It's clear that this update is set to bring some major changes to the interface. What do you think about One UI 7.0? Is there a particular feature you're most excited about? Let us know in the comments. Release date and supported devices. The beta version of One UI 7.0 was initially expected to start in early August, but has been delayed to later this month. This delay might be to wait for the official release of Android 15 before rolling out the beta. One UI 7.0 will first be rolled out to Samsung's latest flagship devices, including the Galaxy S24 series, Z Fold 6, and Z Flip 6. It will then be made available for older devices. When the beta is released, we'll be among the first to cover it, so be sure to check back for the latest updates. What's your take on this? Let me know in the comments section. As Chinese manufacturers keep making their foldable phones thinner and lighter, Samsung needs to keep up. While Samsung's Galaxy Z Flip phones are already slimmer than many competitors, the Galaxy Z Fold series still isn't as thin as some of the other options out there. Samsung is expected to respond later this year with the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Slim. It's not certain if this will be the phone's official name, but rumors and leaks strongly suggest it will be slimmer and lighter. A new report from Korean media also hints that titanium could play a key role in making this happen, as Samsung is reportedly considering using titanium for the backplate of its upcoming foldable phone. The backplate is the support structure between the foldable screen and the hinge. In the current Galaxy Z Fold models, Samsung has used carbon fiber reinforced plastic for this part. For the Z Fold 6 Slim, Samsung might switch to a titanium backplate to make the phone stronger and lighter. Although CFRP is still being considered, it seems likely that Samsung will choose the titanium backplate in the end. Back in May, we found out that the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Slim did not support the S Pen. The reason might be the titanium backplate. Titanium can interfere with the digitizer, which allows stylus support, and that could be why Samsung didn't use it for the Galaxy Z Fold 6. While the Galaxy S24 Ultra has a titanium crown, the crown doesn't sit directly behind the display like the backplate does on a foldable device. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 Slim is expected to launch between October and December. However, it will likely only be available in the US and China, with no plans for a wider release at the moment.
One reason for this limited availability could be the phone's high price, which is expected to be over $2,000. So what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. Samsung is reportedly developing a thinner version of the Galaxy Z Fold 6, known as the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Slim. The South Korean company aims to reduce the thickness of its foldable phones to compete with its Chinese rivals. However, a recent report suggests that Samsung might not achieve this goal this year. A new report from The Alert indicates that the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Slim may be approximately 11mm thick. Samsung has allegedly removed the S Pen digitizer, which is included in the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Slim. The digitizer measures 0.6mm thick, 0.3mm on each side of the screen, suggesting that the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Slim could be around 11.5mm thick. However, the company is exploring ways to further reduce the thickness. Samsung reportedly aims for its future foldable phones to be as thin as conventional smartphones like the Galaxy S24 Ultra. To achieve this, the company may need to improve certain components, such as the hinge and the battery. Unlike many Chinese foldable phones, the Galaxy Z Flip 6 and Galaxy Z Fold 6 boast an IP48 rating for dust and water resistance. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 Slim is expected to have larger screens compared to the regular Galaxy Z Fold 6, featuring a 6.5-inch cover screen and an 8-inch foldable screen. Samsung reportedly plans to produce 500,000 to 600,000 units of this slimmer foldable device. It could be launched exclusively in China and South Korea, where demand for foldable phones is high. Samsung does not anticipate that sales of the Galaxy Z Flip 6 and the Galaxy Z Fold 6 will surpass those of their predecessors. Additionally, for the combined sales of Samsung's new foldable phones, the Galaxy Z Flip 6 sales share is projected to decline from 70% to 60%. While the Galaxy Z Fold 6's sales share is expected to increase from 30% to 40%. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. A recent update from a well-known Samsung leaker hints that the One UI 7.0 beta for the Galaxy S24 Ultra is almost ready. Although a specific release date remains uncertain, it's anticipated that the beta could launch in early September. According to Samsung leaker Sam X, there are important updates for One UI 7.0 beta. I've received direct information from the Samsung One UI developer team regarding the delay in releasing the One UI 7.0 beta. Here's what they shared. 1. Commitment to quality. The primary reason for the delay is Samsung's increased focus on quality. After facing numerous bugs during the One UI 6.0 beta in 2023, the team is being more cautious this time. They aim to deliver a more stable version from the outset, minimizing the frustration users experience with frequent buggy updates. 2. Rigorous alpha testing. Samsung is conducting multiple levels of alpha testing to identify and resolve issues earlier in the development cycle. This proactive approach is intended to address bugs before they reach the beta phase, resulting in a smoother user experience when the beta is eventually released. 3. Shortened beta testing program. The One UI 7.0 beta testing program is expected to be shorter than last year's, with fewer builds compared to 7 to 8 beta builds last year. This suggests that Samsung is confident in the software stability due to the extensive alpha testing. Fewer but more stable releases. Each beta release will likely be more polished, requiring fewer subsequent updates to address issues. With fewer iterations, user feedback can be more focused, allowing developers to prioritize significant issues over a wide range of minor bugs. 4. Focus on user trust and satisfaction. This new approach highlights Samsung's shift towards enhancing user trust and satisfaction by reducing disruptions caused by software bugs. The goal is to ensure a seamless and positive experience for users when they get their hands on One UI 7.0. 5. Current status. The One UI 7.0 beta build for the Galaxy S24 Ultra is nearly ready, with testing in its final stages. However, the official launch date is still undecided and will be determined by the senior OS team. The One UI 7.0 beta will first launch for the Galaxy S24 series, with market availability expected in 7 regions: China, Germany, India, Poland, South Korea, the UK, and the US. There is still hope that the beta program will eventually expand to other international markets.
Also, we are going to see a new feature in One UI 7.0. According to ex-user Megaboy, One UI 7 will be getting battery health and battery cycle count features. As we can see in the screenshot, there are options for battery status, battery level, battery capacity, battery health, and second to last, the battery cycle count option. At the end, we also have the manufacturing date. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. I have some exciting news for OnePlus fans. The OnePlus 13 is rumored to have a new display, and OnePlus is planning to launch the 13 series soon. The success of the OnePlus 13 is crucial for the company's future in the smartphone industry. If it does not meet fans' expectations, OnePlus could see a major decrease in market share and reputation. According to Digital Chat Station, this is how the OnePlus 13's micro quad curved display will look. As we all know, OnePlus is opting for a fully curved screen on all four sides this time for the 13, similar to the Xiaomi 14 Pro, which looks beautiful in my opinion. Seeing the OnePlus 13 with a similar look, I think many fans are going to be happy. Not only that, Digital Chat Station also mentioned that all major Chinese companies will launch their flagship phones in October or November, including the OnePlus 13. This means that we will likely see the international release of the OnePlus 13 in December 2024, rather than January 2025. For example, OnePlus launched the OnePlus 12 last year in December and then released it internationally in January, but we won't have to wait as long for the OnePlus 13. The OnePlus 13 will likely feature the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 processor, which has Qualcomm's custom Oryon CPU cores, already used in laptops powered by the Snapdragon X Elite chipset. Qualcomm's next-gen flagship smartphone chip is also rumored to have a much more powerful GPU, so it could be great for gaming. OnePlus is adding features to the OnePlus 13 that will allow it to compete fully with high-end brands such as Samsung, Google, and Xiaomi. The OnePlus 13 is expected to play a major role in helping OnePlus regain the respect it nearly lost due to issues like the green line display problem. For those who don't know, today we are going to explore what OnePlus is planning for the OnePlus 13, including the specs and features that this flagship phone will offer. One of the standout features of the OnePlus 13 is a new ultrasonic in-display fingerprint scanner. It's still unclear if the OnePlus 13R will include this feature, which could suggest that it might stick with the same optical in-display fingerprint sensor found in previous models. For those who aren't familiar, the ultrasonic variant uses sound waves to create a 3D map of the user's fingerprint, offering greater accuracy and security compared to its optical counterpart. This technology excels in challenging situations, such as when fingers are wet or dirty, as it can overcome surface imperfections. Moving on, rumors suggest that the OnePlus 13 will also feature a generous battery capacity, which is another significant upgrade for the device. According to a well-known leaker, Digital Chat Station, the upcoming flagship is set to feature a massive battery, possibly in the range of 6100 mAh to 6200 mAh. If true, this would be the largest battery ever seen in a OnePlus device, following the recent launch of the OnePlus Ace 3 Pro, which also sports a 6100 mAh battery. This significant battery boost is made possible by OnePlus' new Glacier battery technology, which promises to be more efficient, durable, and energy-dense than previous solutions. OnePlus has committed to maintaining at least 80% of the battery's original capacity after 4 years of regular use, which is well above the industry standard of 800 charging cycles. In simple terms, the OnePlus 13 is set to offer exceptional battery health and longevity. In addition to the larger battery, the OnePlus 13 is rumored to come with improved durability. The device is expected to receive IP68 and IP69 ratings for dust and water resistance, a notable upgrade from the IP65 rating of its predecessor, the OnePlus 12. This is a feature that many OnePlus fans have been eagerly awaiting. Other rumored specs for the OnePlus 13 include the powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 chip, which is expected to be announced in October, a stunning 6.8-inch 2K display, and support for 50W wireless charging, similar to the OnePlus 12. With all these impressive features, it seems that the flagship market is coming alive once again. For a while, it felt like flagship smartphones were becoming a bit repetitive, with only incremental upgrades. However, the OnePlus 13 is poised to change that, bringing innovation and excitement back to the high-end smartphone space. The OnePlus 13 is expected to launch later this year, with an initial release in China, followed by a global debut in January 2025. So what do you think of the OnePlus 13? Are you excited about these rumored features? Let me know in the comments section.